Hi everyone, it's Daniel and I'm back for another one of these daily challenges and I'm excited about that. I recently moved to the United States in Boston. If you're going to the Nationals this summer, you can come say hi to me there. I've also started looking for jobs here, so if anyone happens to know anything in the software development industry, I'll be very thankful for any leads you might have. But now let's focus on these 5 boards. All right, so for the first one, we have a 19 count, very nice, not enough for a 2-no opener, but we will start out with 1 club. And then rebid 2-no to show 18-19 balance. We end up in 3-no. So this looks like a pretty solid contract. We have 4 club tricks. We can set up another 3 in hearts. Can't set up another 2 in diamonds. And then we have the ace of spades, although they do attack our sort of weakest suit, which is a little annoying, but well, what can you do? At least the queen one, that's very good. And I think we should get started on the hearts right away. Yeah, so I mean the sort of greedy line is to take this and hope that we can set up the ace of diamonds, or knock out the ace of diamonds, and take 11 tricks. It's a little bit risky if they get in and cash between 2 and 3 more spade tricks. We might even end up going down. So a slightly less greedy line, I think, is to just try to take 10 tricks by ducking once and then winning the next. Well, since spades were 5-2, this duck not really worked out, but still have chances for 10 tricks. Alright, well, the ace of diamond was also with ace, so actually, as it were, if I had guessed to play for spades 5-2, I could have grabbed the ace immediately and then taken another trick. Alright, on to the second board. We are second in hand, and this looks like a 1 diamond opener to me. And we have a good spade stopper, so we can rebid no trump. And we're once again put in 3-no. And how does this look? Well, we have 4 diamond tricks, 2 spade tricks, the ace of hearts, that's 7. Can also take a heart finesse, even if it loses, we will set up a heart trick. But that's not quite enough. So I think we will have to play at clubs and play on clubs some point. So we'll probably do that as soon as possible. And if we're doing that, it's probably a good idea to duck a spade early. And I think even if I'm going off the clubs, I don't think I will need all of them, so I can discard one anyway. Right, so spades were 6-2. And if we do want to make it, we need some good things to happen so that West doesn't get in again. which is maybe a bit too optimistic on a second thought, seeing as they overcalled a spade, they're likely, and didn't have the queen of spades, so they're very likely to have. So I probably, from the beginning, should have just settled for one down and gone for the heart finesse immediately. But, well, it's better to not continue on a bad path and change tactics, and hopefully we can salvage this. Because, yeah, can get something more, probably not now. Oh yeah, let's have club entrance. So if we had tried to play more clubs, they would have taken 4 spades and 2 clubs and only gone 2 clubs. Yeah, I should have given up from the, like, just conceded defeat and taken the heart finesse immediately, probably. Now, if that had been, like, even if that was off, I would have secured my 8 tricks. Now, if the heart finesse had been off, I would have gone down unnecessarily. All right. This time we're dealer, but we don't have an opening hand. And partner bids 2 hearts, and they raise the 3 spades. I have a pretty decent hand, and 3 low spades is quite good. After their jump raise here, they rate to have a 9-card fit, and that means partner is short, and having no wasting spades is very good. So even if I'd like to have a better heart fit or something, I think this is good enough given the sort of pressured nature of the auction. Right, so they lead a spade to the queen. And what do we have? Well, we have 3 diamond losers and not really any way to get rid of them. I think this is just about if heart split or not. With the 9 drivers, you can make some case that if you could pick up 10 or jack 8 fourth on side, that seems. Oh, actually, what's the case? Is there any way I can make now? What would that mean? That would mean I need to take 2 spade drafts, but I also need to cash all my 4 club tricks, which is not so likely. But that would mean that these will have no more clubs now. So yeah, okay, I will end up losing 3 diamonds and a heart, and the rest. You never know. As it were, it was possible to pick up the heart suit. Like when you see the 9 fall, you can could like just looking at the heart suit after the 9 falls, you can go get the dummy, lead the 10, like the cover, you get the dummy, you lead the 7 and finesse. Oh yeah, I mean you could also lead the 10 immediately. And after the jump, like there's something to be said. Maybe they have a shortness somewhere, and then maybe rates to be in hearts. But it's still very much like a very big commitment to bank on 4-1 hearts. And the other issue on this deal is we need 2 entries to dummy, and that only works if West can follow suit twice in clubs, which they could not. So in this case, I don't think it was possible to make, even if we had been allowed to look at all the cards. Right, number 4. And what do we have here? We have a quite interesting hand. But part of it spades, that's not the one of our suits, but I think I still want to make a bid. a very interesting hand. And the opponents are doing a lot of bidding. It almost looks like East has sort of an opening hand, West has an opening hand. I pretty much have an opening hand. That's not much left for my partner, but they did overcall vulnerable. I must have put a double here to show something in spades. This actually should have a top honor. I don't really have that, but I have a 2 card suit. We're probably outgunned. I don't think doubling for the hope of competing is going to work out, and I don't want to trick partner into underleading a king or something. That's a bit of a shame. I feel like I have a lot of potential with my hand, but I did get off 1 bid, and partner didn't seem interesting in racing. I guess we'll duck out. My partner had a 6 spade. It could have been 2 spades or something. Okay, so what do partner raise? Partner raise to have some length in hearts, probably. I mean, even if West has 6 hearts, partner will have 4, and they have at least 5 spades, possibly more. And the 2 of clubs here should mean either a 3 card suit or singleton. And if I put on the jack now, like if partner is a singleton, then that means the entire suit is set up for declare, which, I mean, even if I don't put on the jack, that would be the case. If partner did lead from 3 low and declare has a stiff king, I should definitely not put on the jack. And sort of the last one is, if partner happened to lead from king third, I should definitely put on the jack, but I don't think declare would try the 9 from that. So I think overall, I do best to duck this. It seems to either break even or gain if declare has a singleton king. All right. So I would guess then that declarer has king third of clubs and the partner had a singleton. So we can, even if like we will at most have 1 entry in diamonds. So the question is, do we overtake this to give partner a ruff? And that would be sort of the only ruff, or do we do something else? And something else will probably be playing more diamonds. I guess something else could also be trying to set up something in spades. That's a bit tricky. Sort of, depending on what partner's holding is in hearts, it might be either very good for them to get a ruff or completely, it's like just from a natural trump trick. It would be nice if we could cut off dumbest clubs, but I don't think we can do that. And sort of lastly, if partner has a singleton diamond, maybe we should try to cash 2 rounds of diamonds. But if we think they have a singleton club, that feels maybe unlikely. So yeah, overall, I'm not sure exactly what the best defense will be. I think I'll try to take this and give partner a ruff and hope that helps partners. I mean, partner did have a reason for leading the club to begin with. Right, so at least now declare is out of clubs, but I mean they will have an entry on the king of spades probably. All right, well, it was probably quite good for partner to get that right, even though they have many natural trump tricks. Like at some point they run out. So now they got 4 trump tricks. I don't think it was anything. I mean, if we had sort of attacked spades early, maybe we could have set up something there. All right, on to the last board. And partner opens, so we have a 1 heart response here. And Partner makes a voluntary 3 spades bid. That's interesting. It shows a very good hand, like a reverse bid. 3 level. What do we do? This is also strong enough to set up a game force, so that's helpful because we do have some extras. So if we had not been in a game force, we would definitely have to do something. Right now, we don't really have a very good bid. 6 stone, that's not good enough. 10, that's also not good enough. Because I don't want to make a penalty double in case partner has something extreme. But I also don't have support for either partner's suit. Well, if my choices are pass that's only 6 points or a penalty double, I guess I'll have to penalty double. I have a fair bit of defense compared to those. And the partner is that strong. We're sort of point-wise close to the slam zone, but without a good fit, I'm not sure we can really do it. And then maybe we can pick 800 off of them just on sort of raw power. And sometimes here you want to overtake, or quite often I say you want to overtake when you have the ace doubleton, so you can lead back and get a ruff. But here I think I will only have one trump trick, no matter if I get a ruff or not. So I don't want to risk anything. It also could be nice if partner leads hearts. All right, so partner did have 6 clubs, so that means we had and a board down. So yeah, this is sort of why I was a bit reluctant to double with not so like super clear wanting to be defensive. Because partner had some extra shape, and maybe we had a vulnerable contract of our own, doubling them for what looks like it will not be a super big case. Right, yeah, so we only set up, 2 down for 300. Partner had a 6-5. So yeah, sort of if I could have passed, then that wouldn't have been promising a weak hand. I could have done that, and partner would have been 4 spades, which should show 6-5 probably, since you rebid spades should show 5, and if you only had say 5-5, you would have opened the spade, so then I would know 6-5, and then all of a sudden we have a fit in both black suits. I mean, as it is, you're very close to making a slam. You maybe, yeah, I mean, you get in with the ace of hearts, and then you can lead the 9 of spades, the finesse in spades twice, and then you will have 12 tricks off the top. So we let them get away a bit cheaply there. Right, and that was it. I feel like I don't have my best set I've had on the last board. Defending 4 diamonds was not the winning call. On this one, I could have made the nectar trick if I had been a bit greedier from the start. And this board, I think I got the correct result in the end. I played it a bit dangerously in the beginning, but I wasn't punished. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought the most interesting board was, and thanks for today, and see you next time.